Welcome. Learning in online environments with multimedia is quite common for students of all ages, from preschoolers to adults in vocational training. If you're watching this video, that is evidence of this reality. But teaching with multimedia online isn't always done well. How can someone ensure their educational technology is being maximized for their audience, especially adult learners? Over 20 years ago, an educational psychologist named Richard Mayer developed 12 principles of using multimedia for online learning. These principles provide online teachers and designers a framework from which to build their auditory, visual, and textual cues in their content. In this video, we'll briefly analyze one principle in further detail. The Spatial Contiguity principle is Mayer's fourth principle of multimedia learning and is one of the most intuitive and direct to conceptualize. Put simply, learners retain content better when corresponding text and visuals are closely placed together rather than spaced farther apart. The learning process of chunking, in which the mind attempts to break up large amounts of information into smaller, more manageable pieces, benefits greatly when the spatial contiguity principle is used. Let's take a look at how this principle can be used and misused in an example. Suppose you wanted to explain which sports teams corresponded to which professional leagues. Which method of demonstration makes the most sense to introduce learners to the content utilizing this principle? Is it example 1? Or is it example 2? While both examples may be technically correct in linking content, when placed side by side, the difference the spatial contiguity principle makes becomes clear and evident to anyone viewing. While helpful by itself, it's important to keep in mind this is just one of 12 principles Mayer presented to aid in multimedia learning. The spatial contiguity principle helps learners arrange content in clear and concise ways in their online learning and should be used in collaboration with as many of the multimedia principles as possible.